Hello, and welcome to my next video on Linux Mint 13. In our last video, we were talking about some basic ways of navigating through Linux Mint 13. In this video, I think I'd like to go over how to create files and folders and how to test out your interface for whether or not you can get online. To begin with, let's start by creating a file. There's going to be several different files that we're going to create today. We're going to go over creating a text file, a document file, and a PDF file, and then how to store those files in folders or directories. So to begin with, I have my Linux Mint desktop up. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so that you can see it a little closer. So you can create a file anywhere you want to throughout your Linux Mint system. You can create a file anywhere you want to on any system, whether it's a Windows, Linux, Apple, Unix, what have you. But I think in order to keep everything nice and orderly, you should create your file in certain areas. So let's start by going to the home folder and left clicking on that, double clicking on it twice with your left mouse button, and that opens up your folders. Now this should be pretty much self-explanatory, but we're going to go over it anyway. For all of your documents, including your PDF files, your text files, and your regular document files, you should keep them in this folder here, Documents folder. Anything that you download off of the internet, you should keep in your Downloads folder. Any type of music, you should keep in your Music folder. And then anything dealing with your pictures, you should keep in your Picture folder. And then videos should be obvious. You keep all your videos and movies in your video folders. Now it doesn't really make a difference if you don't keep your video in your video folder and you put it in your music folder or your documents folder and you mix them all up. It's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt anything on your system. I just think that in order to organize your files, that you should keep them all in certain folders. That way you know where to get to them anytime you need to get to them. It also kind of makes it easy for backup purposes as well. Sometimes you might not want to back up everything from your documents folder, but you might want to from your video folder, and vice versa. So that's just a little thing you might want to keep in mind. It's not something that's written in stone. You don't have to do it. I just think it would make things a little bit organized for your computer system. In either case, we have the Documents folder. Let's go ahead and open that up by left clicking on it twice with your mouse, with your left mouse button, and you have the Documents folder. So the first thing we want to do is go over creating a text file. Okay, and once you're in the file in the folder that you want to be in, there's several ways you can create a text file. You can create the file from this folder directly. And the way you do that is you can go up either to, let's see, you can go up to File, Create a Document, and then create or left click on Empty File. There's your document right there, and then you just name it. This one we're going to name Test or test1.txt. The TXT stands for text. So this is our text document. And then on your keyboard you can press enter. You can press enter twice. Okay, now we have it open. And so now I have my text folder, and you can just write whatever you want into it. Type whatever you want. Once you do that, you click the save button. Alright, and that saves your text document. Alright, the next way you can create a text document is right inside the folder, and you can right click on it choose create document, and then once again empty file. And then from there, again, you type in the name of your text folder, or your text file, which for this one we will name test2.txt. And then on your keyboard, press enter at the same time. And then that's open. And then you can, as normal, you can go ahead and type in whatever you want. When you are done with it, you can press the save button, and that's saved. Now, there is a third way that you can create a text document. Let's go ahead and minimize our documents folder real quick. And then from there, what we want to do is you want to go down to the start button, or you go down to the menu button, left click on menu, and then you want to come over, let's see, you can come over to accessories, and then you look for your text document, which for this version of Linux Mint, which is 13, is the Puma text editor. You left click on that one time with your left mouse button, and again it opens up a document for you. You type in your information, whatever you want it to be. Once you do that, you go up to the top, you left click on file, you choose save as, you put in your file name that you want to name it, which for this one we'll name test3.txt. Where you want to save it, that's always important. Remembering where you saved your document. For us, we're going to save it in the documents folder, right next to text1 and text2. Come down here to the right bottom corner and choose whether you want to make it all files or all text files. In this case, we can make it all text files. And then once you're done with that, you just click on save. And now you have a text document, or a text file with the name text3 document. Now, let's go ahead and open up our documents folder again. And as you can see, you have 3 documents. Alright, now, the next type of file we're going to go over is a document file. It's a little different from a text document, because with a document file, you can not only install words, numbers, or different types of text, you can also install pictures. So let's go ahead and start. There are several ways of creating a text doc or a document file. So let's start. The first way that we're going to create it is we're going to go back up to File, left click on File. Let's see, let's go to Create Document, and then Create Empty File. Okay, now from here we're going to go ahead and name it test4.doc, and then we press enter twice. Enter, and it's going to open up as a Libre Office document. It's going to open up with the defaults. You can just leave everything the way it is and just press OK. And as you can see, it opened up. Alright, and then as usual, you just type in whatever you want to type in. It's not important. We're just typing something in there so that we can save it. Let me zoom in a little bit though. And this is your document. Once you get, oh, well, hold on a minute. Alright. Now, once you type in whatever you want to in order to save this, you go up to the top, left click on File, go down to where it says Save As, left click on Save As. Okay. You already have it named. That's good. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to come down to where it says All Formats, and you want to choose what type of format you want to save it in. You can save it as a regular Word compatible document, or as an ODF file. Most of your ODF file or your ODF/ODT files, those are files that can be picked up by a lot of Unix operating systems. If you want to make it Windows compatible to where even people on Windows machines can use it or look at the file, scroll down and you have two options. You have several options. If you want to save it as let's see, 2000 and 2003 Word compatible document, then you save it with the .doc extension. Okay. If you want to save it as 2007 2010 document, you save it with the .docx document. So it's up to you either way. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and for now we'll just choose doc. Alright, and once again just put in .doc. Make sure that you saved it in the correct folder. It was already in documents, but let's just choose it again to make sure. Okay, and then you come down to the bottom and you click on the save button. Now it says a file named .4 already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes or no? For now, let's just go ahead and replace it. This may come up. Okay, this is telling you, just read what it says. It's complaining because you're not saving it as an ODF file but as a Word document. Okay, all you need to do to make sure this doesn't keep coming up is go ahead and take this X out. Alright, and then just choose Use Microsoft, and there you go. You are done saving this file. Alright, and then you come up here to the top left hand corner. You'll see the toolbar right here. You'll see this icon, which is the icon for the save button. Left click on that. You have just saved whatever additions you've made to your file, and then you can go ahead and close it. Alright, that's one way of making your document file. Another way of making your document file, it's going to be the same way you did with your text file. You just come to an empty spot inside your folder, right click on it, choose Create Document, left click on Empty File, name your file, which we're going to keep in session with everything else. It'll be test5.doc. Press enter twice. It's going to open up as a Libre document. Just leave the defaults there if you like. Press OK, and it opens up. And then once again, like I say, you just go ahead and type in what you want. With this one, we can go ahead and practice by adding a picture to this file. And the way you add a picture is you come up to the top. Let me hold on a minute. Let me zoom in for you so that you can make sure you see this. Alright, I want you to go up to the top. You'll see right here where it says Insert. Left click on Insert. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Left click on Insert. Go all the way down to the bottom. It won't let you go down to the bottom. Alright, give me a moment. Let's exit out a little bit. That should be good enough. We left click on insert, go to where it says picture, choose from a file. From here we go to wherever you would have a picture. I'm hoping you would have it in the picture folder. Let's see, we don't have a picture in the picture folder. Not a problem. We can make us a picture real quick. Let's just minimize our document, minimize our folder. We're going to back up out of the out of this for a moment. We're going to make us a picture real quick. So to make a picture, we can do a screenshot of our desktop. And to do that, let's go down to the menu button, left click on menu, go to all, scroll down. Let's see if we can find that screenshot application. And let's see, screensaver. I'm probably past it. Screensaver. Okay, well, let's go to accessories. There we go. Take a screenshot. So you can just take a screenshot. Oh, wait a minute. Another way we can make a screenshot. On your keyboard, you should see over in the top right hand corner, it should say print screen or PRTSCR. If you press the button on for print screen, it will make a printout of our desktop, and I believe it saves it already into the picture folder. Let's just go there real quick and let's see. Oh, it didn't save it there. All right, hold on. Okay. Where did it save it? Huh. Alright. More than one way to do this. Let's go back to it again. Open up, take a screenshot. Let's see. Wanted to grab the current window. Apply the effect. Let's see. Want to know where they save it to. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we can save it to desktop. Click on save. There's a screenshot. Now let's right click on the screenshot, choose cut, because we want to move it to our picture folder. You don't have to, but let's go ahead and do that to keep everything consistent. And there's our picture. So we go ahead and close, or from there we can go to the no, we can go ahead and close it. Now let's open back our document. Now to add that picture, you would go to insert, left click on insert, and then go to picture, left click on from file, left click on MXWIL folder, go to the picture folder, double click on that with your left mouse button. There is your screenshot. You just click on open, and it is now saved. Hold on, let's maximize that a little bit. Okay, and it is now saved onto your document. If you want to resize it, you can, one way or the other. You want to move it, you can, however you want to do that. Once you've decided that you like the way it is, you go to an empty spot on the document, left click on it, and there it is. Once you're happy with your changes, you left click on the save button and you are done. And then you can close out of that. Now let's go back to our home folder, go back to our documents folder, and there's our document. And to open up any of these documents, whether it's a document folder or a document file or a text file, you just go to the file you want to open up, left click on it twice, and it opens up. It's going to take a little longer for a document file to open up, but it will open up just the same. You can leave the defaults the way they are, press enter. Oh, it doesn't have a picture in there. Maybe that's not the one we saved. Let's see. No, it was. Okay, well, we can go ahead and save that again. Go up to the insert button, left click on insert, go down to file. Wait a minute. That's not the way it should go. Let's see, insert. Alright, we'll go down to file. Nope, that's not it. Okay, that is maximized. Okay. Insert. Won't let me go down to that bottom. Guess we gotta lift it up just a little bit. Let's see, insert. There we go. Picture from file. Choose the picture. Picture's in there. Save it. Okay, so it should save it. Let's go ahead and close out of it, go back to it. All right, I tell you what, let's try this. Let's open it up again as another document. Go down to the start menu, go to office, go to right, left click on it, put in your information. Then let's see if we go to insert, picture from file, choose the file or the folder we want. There's our picture. You can either double click on the picture here or highlight it and choose open. That should be it. And then you save it. This is going to be, let's see, test 6. This time we're going to save it as a .x file. Come down here to all formats, choose .x. It is in the documents folder, but let's just make sure and press enter. All right, now that should save it. Okay, that's .6 or test 6. Open up the documents folder. There's your test 6 document, and it saved it. Now it would have also saved it as a regular document, but I think the reason that it didn't is because when I opened up this document and it comes to this right here, I think if by choosing this, it doesn't save what the last updates you put into it. So probably until it's figured out why this happened, probably the best way to open up a document and save all of your information into it is to come down here to the menu and then come to Office and then open up your document from there. Open up your document, put in your information, go to Insert, choose Picture, From, File, choose your file, alright. Once you have your information in there the way you want it, go to File, you can go to Save As, and this will be that's right, test7 dot, and then we'll make it a regular document. Make sure it's in the Documents folder or whatever folder you want it to be. Come down to the file type, left click, choose DOC, press save. Your information is saved. So let's go ahead and close out of the document. Go back to the Documents folder. There's document 7. And there's your document saved from the last update that you put in it, or the last information that you put into it. Okay, now the final type of document and we won't create three or four different types of this. We'll just create one. We'll create 2 types. The final document that you can create, it will be a PDF document. Now, you can create a PDF document from your existing documents, or you can create it on its own. To create it from an existing document, let's say you got a text document and you want to make it a PDF file, what you do is you open up the PDF file, or this is the way I do it. There are probably several other ways, but the way I would do it is open up the text file, go to File, and then from File you go to Print, left click on Print, and then choose Print to File. I apologize. I probably should have zoomed in on these other ones, but I didn't. Alright, and then once you choose Print to File, you might have other things in here such as scanners or printers, but to save it to a PDF file, choose Print to File, and then come down here, create your name, which you guessed it, we're going to keep in with that, with what we've been doing, and then choose the folder you want to save it in. If you don't see the folder here, choose Other. And then from there you can choose your folder. Press OK. Alright, and then just choose Print. And then instead of printing it out to a printer, it will put it, save it as a PDF document. Print it as a PDF document. It'll still keep your original as well. And then you can just go ahead and close out of your text file. As you can see, here is your PDF document. And you can close this window, the thumbnails window, if you like. That's one way of creating it. That's the same way you would create it with your document folder. You can open up your document. Well, I say it's the same way. It's a little different. But if you open up your document folder, your document file, you come up to the top. You'll see your toolbar here. You should see an icon. Let me zoom in on it. You should see an icon that says PDF. And the process is just as simple. Hold on one second. We're going to need to zoom out because I think we're going to need some room for this. Alright, so we're going to zoom out just a little bit. You left click on the icon that says export directly to PDF, and then from here you just save your document. We're going to name this one test9.pdf. Choose a folder to put it in. We're going to put it in the documents folder. We're going to leave it at PDF because that's what we wanted to save to. You don't have to. I normally highlight PDF, but you don't have to. I just do it because I don't know. That's just the way I do it sometimes. And then down at the bottom left hand side, you'll see the save button. You just left click on save, and it saved your PDF, and it also kept your original writer document. So let's go ahead and close this. There is your PDF document. You can make this bigger if you want. You can get rid of this thumb if you want, and there's your other PDF document. Now, the last way of creating it, creating your PDF document, let's go ahead and the last way that I would recommend is go down to Start, go to Office, open up your Office Writer, put all of your information that you want to in your Office. Inside your word processor, which is what this is that you want. You can even add pictures if you like. We already know how to do that now. And then from here you can go ahead and then choose the PDF icon again, left clicking on it, give it a name, .pdf, make sure it's saved in the documents folder, which that shows that it is. And then from here, go ahead and choose the save button. Alright, and even though it keeps your original Word document or your word processor or your document file, okay, you can, if you decide, you can either save this if you want to, or what I normally do, if I just wanted it to create a PDF, I'll just go ahead and close it without saving, which deletes it. And then you just click discard. Go back to your documents folder, and there is your other PDF. Now, for the final thing today, what we're going to talk about is creating folders. Creating a folder is very simple. The reason why you would want to create your folder is, like I said, after a while you're going to have a lot of documents a lot of different types of files. Text files, document files, PDF files, picture files, image files, video files, movie files. You're going to want to go ahead and separate those different files for easier access and easier ways of keeping track of them. So to create a folder, which is the same thing as a directory, you can do it one of several ways. If you come directly into the folder, you can right click, choose create folder, choose the name that you want for your folder. For this, we'll just say text, and then we will save all of our text files. Now, you can copy your files into this folder, or you can move your files into this folder. Whether it's one folder or all folders, you do it the same way. So what I would do is highlight all three of your folders. You can either highlight them by left clicking on them once. You left click on the first one, and then any additional folder With on your keyboard, if you press the control button and leave the control button down, and then with your left mouse choose the left mouse button and left click on the folder that you want, and the same thing with the third folder. Alright, then still holding down on the control button, right click on all or on one of the highlighted files, choose cut, release the control button, go over to your text folder, double click on it with your left mouse button, right click, oh I'm sorry, that was not right, hold on, right click anywhere on the empty spot and choose paste, and there's your text files. I'll show you another way of doing that. If you got a folder or a file that you don't want, you can highlight it, right click with your right mouse button, and you can either choose move to trash, which will put it in the trash can until you decide to permanently delete it, or you can delete it permanently with the delete button. You can do this whether it's the folder directory or a file, and you just left click on it, and to permanently delete it you just press the delete button. You can do that, like I said, whether it's a folder or a file. And you go up to the top left hand corner, hit the back button, and this time we're going to go ahead and create a folder for our document files. And the way you do that is you can come up to the top left hand corner, choose file, choose create folder, left click on create folder, and on this one we will name it document. Once I learn how to spell document. Press enter on your keyboard when you're done with naming it, and then this time to move it over to the documents, we're gonna with our left mouse button we're gonna choose an empty space just before the document, left, and then drag your mouse arrow or cursor over both documents. Alright, and then until they're both highlighted. When they're both highlighted, you just take one of them, and you don't have to choose the control button on your keyboard, but you just come here and then you right click on one of them, choose cut, because we're going to move it from the existing place into the documents folder. Double click with your left mouse button on the documents folder, and then once you open up that folder, right click on the empty spot in there and choose paste. Hit the backspace arrow to go back to the previous folder, and then let's see, you got two more documents, so we can do it the same way again. You can highlight one, and then if you want to choose multiple documents or files, you go to the next one and hold down first the control button and then choose the document. That way all documents or the documents that you've chosen are highlighted, and then you right click, choose cut, go to your folder, double click on it with the left mouse button, and this time we're going to go up to the top left hand corner, we're going to choose file, we're going to choose edit, and from edit we're going to go down to paste, and then that's going to put the remaining documents that we wanted inside the document folder, and then just hit the back arrow. Okay, and then the last folder we're going to create is going to be the PDF folder, and you do that the same way. You can either do it from here or you can do it from file. Left click on file, choose create folder, say PDF. And then once you're done, press the enter button. And then, like I said, for multiple folders, you can left click on the first one, and then any additional ones you use the control button on your keyboard, and then just left click on all the folders that you wanna go ahead and highlight. Once you do that, you don't have to hold down the control button in order to cut them or move them. But once you do that, just choose either one that you want to highlight, right click on it, choose cut. Cut is the same thing as move. Then you want to go to your folder, double click on it with the left mouse button, either on an empty space anywhere in the folder, or you can go up to the edit button, left click on edit, and choose paste. Alright, and so that's the way you create text documents, PDF documents, and regular documents. And that's how you create the folders that you need to put them in. Folders are the same thing as directories. They hold files. They hold and store files. And so that's what we're going to do today. The final thing that we need to talk about is if you want to get onto the internet. Now, to get onto the internet, you're going to need what is known as a browser. A browser is just a piece of software that helps you get onto the internet, and it enables you to use the internet to go from one link to another link, or from one website to another website. Now, to make sure that you can get onto the internet, first thing you want to do is come down here and look at this little icon here. This icon is for your wired network, and it tells you whether or not you're connected. If there's an X on this icon, then it means you are not connected to the internet. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to come down to the search to the menu button again. Left click on the menu button, go to where it says internet, choose the browser of your choice, which for us, the first one that's installed, or the only one that's installed at this time, is Firefox. You left click on Firefox, and it comes up. Now, Firefox, like most modern browsers today, have what is known as tabs. These tabs can be used for going to other websites. Now, the way you use them is most browsers have a plus button right at the top of the browser page. You click on that plus button. You go down to the search box, which is right here. Hold on a minute. I just wanted to zoom in a little bit. Go to the search box and then type in your next address. Nowadays, you don't even have to type the www dot then your web address. Nowadays, all you gotta do is just type in the web address. For us, let's go to google.com, and then on your keyboard you can press the enter button, or at the browser level you can go ahead and press this button right here. And there is Google. Alright, and then from Google you can go to the search box and type in whatever website you want to look at. For us, let's look for anything about football. And when I say football, I mean the American football. And then once you type that in, you can press the search button or the enter button on your keyboard. Once you get to the website that you're looking for, a pretty good practice would be to go ahead and go to the link, and instead of left clicking on a link and loading up the page here, in case you might want to come back and look at some other links, you might want to just go to your link, right click and choose open link in a new tab. Once you do that, you can go to that tab. This is your link that you opened up about football as an example. Then if you want to look at another link but you don't want to lose your place, you can always go back to the original place that you were at before and go to another link. And that's it. All right. I think that's enough for today. I think we've went over a few things that's going to help. That's going to help you for better navigation over Linux Mint 13. That will be the end of this video for today. Thank you very much, and you have a good day.